Dawn of the Frogge. The show I jump-started with a trailer as an 11-year-old, and inevitably cancelled earlier into this year. What happened? Why did I cancel it? Well, in this video, I'll explain everything. For those who don't know, which is probably most of you, Dawn of the Frogge was an animated show I planned to create back in July of 2021, and it was based on the Roblox game Frogge. Even though the only thing actually inspired by it is the main character and the fact he's a murderous bastard frog dude. I was super hyped to make it. I wrote lots of script, made lots of storyboards, and made lots of concept art. So, what went wrong? Well, essentially there are three things that made me quit. 1. The plotline, or lack of. 2. My skill as an amateur animator. And 3. The parts of the plot that were put together were problematic. Let me explain. So to start off with my first point, the plotline. There really isn't one. Yes, Frogge's a murderer and C is his assistant, but what else is there to it? Nothing. The entire plot is incredibly scrambled. 1 second the plot is about Cross and C's friendship, with Cross finding out that C is Frogge's bestie. The next second, Frogge's working as a child entertainer and just pulled a William Afton in front of all his furry friends. And the next second, Alex and Frogge are fucking. I don't know, William! As you can see, it really had no stable plot line. I was jumping in way too deep with random ideas that didn't make sense. So I really had no idea where I was going with the show. Plus, Frogge and C were battling for the main character position at some point. In the main and only trailer, C is depicted as the main character. However, Frogge is the real center of the show, with assisting characters like C, Cross, and Alex. There was no focal point, no objective, and no plot. It was like scrambled eggs. Plus, the main plot I went with in the end was basically just gay 5 nights at Fred. Point 2 is my skill as an animator. This one should be obvious. I mean, come on, look at my channel. I'm some 14-year-old who can't produce anything colored or with any thought put into it without bashing their head against the monitor. Plus, I'm a shit writer. I may have produced a novel in my notes app, but that doesn't mean it's a good one. And the same goes for DOTF's writing. I was a bad writer, an incredibly amateur animator, and overall was just jumping too deep into something I couldn't handle. Hell, I was the only one working on this project. I was literally going to voice the characters with AI-generated voices. Come on. This clearly wasn't a project suitable for someone of my skill level. And even on the scenes I did animate, they weren't even full scenes. I was too lazy for that too. Here they are, by the way. Point 3, being problematic. Now I won't go into detail, since I just don't want to, but some plot twists and plot points would have been problematic to include. I was only like 11 or 12 when coming up with the premise. I meant no harm in what I was doing, but some subjects like murder were handled so poorly and rushed so badly that even back then I knew I'd look back and shake my head. Plus some other scenes that I didn't realize were bad at all before thinking back on it properly and being like, holy fuck, I'll get cancelled for that. So, those scenes were cut. And so was the series entirely. I hope to one day revisit it with a put together story, good animation skills, and many more things fixed. But for now, I'll lay it to rest as just an idea. Thanks for watching. Sorry this is different than my normal silly videos, but I really wanted to address it. I like commentary content. Watch more of my stuff, if you want. Here's a couple videos I recommend. Please subscribe. If you want. Bye bye.